Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome in. Today is what I'm calling Visionary Hump Day because it's Wednesday, but it's not your typical Wednesday where you're like, oh, thank God I'm almost at the weekend, because right now, every day kind of feels like the weekend / every weekend feels like a weekday. So we're kind of in this unique spot right now. I'm going to be looking two different directions because I've got Facebook kind of on the left side. I've got Instagram on the other side. So pardon me if I look like I'm going shifty-eyed here and back and forth. Today's topic of The Visionary Way. The Visionary Way is now my daily video show where I come on here and chat with you all every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Today's topic is all about standing out in a very crowded online marketplace right now. I want to teach you 3 super simple tips and tricks that are going to help you to completely set yourself apart from your competition, because right now so many businesses have gone online, and more than ever it is so important to know what makes you uniquely different so that you can thrive. It's so important. And at the end of the day, I really want you to transform your audience into raving fans with 3 underutilized, what I'll call marketing secrets, okay? I always say, it's not my quote, but I've heard it and it has stuck with me forever, that the more you try to fit in, the more your audience tunes you out. So more than ever in the crowded marketplace we are seeing within the past 2 weeks, if you're just copycatting everybody and just trying to fit in, like take your business online because everybody else is, then people are tuning you out because you're being just like the masses. That's mediocre at this point. And in this new virtual marketplace where we are being inundated with options when it comes to who we give our attention to, I need you to know why people should pay attention to you. How are you standing out, okay? So let's get into the 3 small shifts that you can make in order to have your business, to have your brand stand out in these crazy times that we are in. And I'm not going to say the word of the pandemic because I worry about censorship from Facebook and from Instagram. So we'll keep that on the hush. So number 1, I want you to make sure, above all, if you are selling something right now or getting people to sign up for something, you must continue to strive to deliver an experience versus a transaction, okay? The brands who are going to make it big through this are the ones who are not just pushing the boundaries to make $1 right now. They are the brands who are continuing to provide an exceptional experience for customers and clients, regardless of what is going on in the state of the world. So, as you know, in yesterday's video, I talked about how to elevate your online experience, and I want you to get super creative with that, because with a lack of opportunity to get out and connect with people in person and to have to sit behind this screen with you, I am forced to help myself build, or to help you rather, build that know, like, and trust factor that is so vital for people to buy from you. So building that know, like, and trust factor when you are face-to-face with someone is easy. They can read your body language. They can sense you. They can, like come up and close and personal with you and see that you're a real human being. But behind a camera, that know, like, and trust factor is actually slowed down. So it's more important than ever to really show up and to build that experience through the way in which you have your surroundings. How do you email your clients right now? How are you talking to them through Instagram DMs? Are you sending them videos when someone follows you rather than just ignoring them? Let's make the online experience the most exceptional experience it's ever been, okay? This is our only chance to connect with each other. We cannot go out into the grocery store and get samples of food right now. We have to somehow create that online. So that's going to be my first tip for you, is to really focus on experience. The second tip that I have for you is to build in some sort of talkable moment to your marketing strategy right now. So there's been all sorts of cool things done, but there's a huge opportunity right now to deliver something that people are going to talk about. So for example, one of the food delivery services in our neighborhood here in Toronto was surprisingly, like, they didn't tell people, they were including a free roll of wrapped up toilet paper in every single pickup and takeout order. That is a talkable moment. It is something that 2 weeks ago, when this crisis first started and people were stocking up on toilet paper, it was like the best thing to receive in your food order, because we were all in this scarcity mindset. Toilet paper sold out across the board. What are we gonna do if we catch this virus and we need all the toilet paper in the world? Which I'm kind of joking, right? Because that's not the case. But people were in that panic mode. So for this restaurant, their talkable moment was actually wrapping up a cute thing of toilet paper and including it in every single order. That is something that people will post to social, that they will share, because it's super memorable. On that toilet paper note too, another company did a giveaway of a 6-pack of toilet paper when it was all sold out. Of course, a lot of people followed and copied that, but it was really, really talkable at the time. So what can you do right now that's going to be talkable? So number 1, deliver an experience, not a transaction. Number 2, build in a talkable moment to your marketing strategy right now. Number 3 is to be different. Please, for the sake of what's going on in the world right now, don't do it like everybody else. We need you to do something different in this moment, okay? So for example, you may have seen, he used to star on The Office. His name is John Krasinski. He started something called Some Good News, okay? It's literally just a poorly made YouTube video that he did from his own home. But what people loved about it was that he's acting like a news anchor, but he's only sharing positive news. Hey, Rebecca. So when I say to be different and not better, that's exactly what John Krasinski did. It's not like he is producing a better quality video than anybody else. It's not like he has access to better memes and better positive news than anybody else. He just decided to basically say, okay, what are all the news anchors doing right now? I'm just going to do it differently. So instead of sharing all the fear-mongering stuff, I'm going to share the positive stuff. I'm going to call it Some Good News. I'm going to put up a 15-minute, really simple video, and all of a sudden it blew up and it's got so many views. So all he did was ask himself, how can I be different in a time where everyone is same? Everyone is sharing the same articles and complaining about the same things going on in the world. So I love this example of just being different and not better, okay? Now's not the time to launch a media company that also shares how many cases of the pandemic or of the virus are in each city. We've got enough people doing that, right? So how can you be different in a time where everybody is kind of just in this same mediocre vortex? So that would be my third tip. So let's review those quickly before I jump off and leave you to implement these in your own visionary way. Number 1, create an experience for your customers and for your clients. Even if that's virtual, I need you to create that experience in a way that only you can. Experiential marketing used to be mostly in person. I used to work for a company called Vega, and we would be out blending smoothies in public and handing out samples. Right now, we can't do that, right? We need to get creative in how we deliver a human-to-human experience. That's your challenge, to see if you can recreate that without being human-to-human. Number 2 is to have a talkable moment. like the company, the food delivery company who is including toilet paper with every single food order, that's something that's talkable, because imagine how many times that got Instagrammed 2 weeks ago when people were out of toilet paper. What is your talkable moment? Why are people talking about your business right now? So think about that. It's the example of the Cheesecake Factory that people always talk about how massive their menu is. So obviously that's not what we're talking about right now, but on a normal day, 3 weeks ago, if you go to the Cheesecake Factory, you're always gawking at, oh my God, there's so many pages on this memory. That's designed strategically, right? Because you talk about it, and that's their marketing strategy. So that's number 2. And number 3 is to be different right now. So while everybody else is sharing that bad news, that really negative, depressing news, I gave the example that John Krasinski, he's sharing some good news. So if you haven't seen that on YouTube, go check it out. That's different, right? Not a lot of people were putting together a news anchor style show that only shared good stuff. So I hope those 3 tips help you. I'll be back tomorrow for another session of The Visionary Way. I hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know what you end up implementing.